Hello guys, this is the second part of tutorial dedicated to an interaction system, and today we're gonna add some logic to play an animation and collect objects. Well, different objects have different names, and we already saw that when we have looked on a branch we have printed collect stone, but it should not look this way. So let's open our BPC interactable object and create a few variables. First is gonna be interaction name of type text, I think. And let's open our widget that we have created called WB interaction widget. Let's select our text called collect stone and mark it as variable and rename it to something like txt interaction name. Compile and save. And open a graph and create a new function and call it set interaction name. Or even not like this. Let's delete it. Let's create a new variable here and call it interaction name of type text. And make it instance editable and expose on spawn. And here in event preconstruct we're gonna get our txt interaction name and set text. And text is gonna be interaction name, like this. Compile and save it. Now back to our BPC interactable object and we can see that on our function at widget we have create WB interaction widget and we have a new field interaction name. If you don't see it, just right click on this function and here you will have refresh node button. And here we have to plug our interaction name. Compile and save. Now I'm gonna open my BP Stone, select BPC interactable object and have to provide the interaction name. It's gonna be pick up stone. And let me open my branch and here it's gonna be pick up branch. Save and compile. Well, now let me add them here on a map. Like, oops, I have added a widget here. Compile and save. Stone 1, stone 2, and branch somewhere here. And let's start. I have edited them a little bit too far from a player. So now when I'm looking at branch, it's written pick up branch, and on stone, it's written pick up stone. Okay, now we have finished with namings, and now we have to play some animations. Where is my player start? Okay. Well, now we have to play different animations for picking ups, and in my case, I already had the montages for my animations. I think that you are able to, you know how to create montages, and on BPC interactable objects, I'm gonna create a new variable and call it interaction montage of type montage. Montage object reference. Well, let's open BP Stone, select interactable object, and I'm gonna select some montage. I'm gonna select the montage for stone and for my branch. Now let's open a component for our character, and we have to play this animation on when we have tapped our button. Well, let's add this button here somewhere. It can be done via input system. I'm gonna just add something like F keyboard event F, and when it is pressed, I'm gonna call function, not a function, I'm gonna call an event because I have to play a montage. I'm gonna create a new event here, interact with current object. So when it is pressed, I'm gonna check it first whether I have a object to interact. And if I do, then I'm calling interact with current object. Well, here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get this object and get its component. Get component by class of type BPC interactable object. Here I'm gonna get montage, get interaction montage, and get character and play montage. Not this one. Play animation. Play any montage, maybe. No. Play animation. Maybe just for a mesh. Well, just play montage, not for a character. Here we have to select a montage to play, and it's gonna be an interaction montage. And the skeletal mesh component, it's gonna be a character, get mesh. Where is it? Here it is. And the character will play a montage that we have provided. Well, every montage should have some frame on which our object should be destroyed or attached to a character, whatever you want to do. So let's, for example, open stone and select my montage that I have for picking up a stone. Here is my animation, and at this frame here I want an object to be destroyed. So let's add a new notify here, add notify and new notify. Call it interaction start. I'm gonna delete my old one. Oh, not this notify, I'm sorry. I'm gonna add where it is, add notify, and it's gonna be a montage notify. And I'm gonna name it interaction start. Well, save it, and I can close my montage. Back to component for character, and here we have a few nodes. Uncompleted, blend out, interrupted, and we're interested in notify begin. It will be called as soon as a frame of our animation will be approximately at the place where notify begins. So when notify begins, we have to do something. Depends on our object. So let's open BPC interactable object component and create a new function and call it on interacted. And we're gonna call this function from BPC interaction. We're gonna get this component and call on interacted. On notify begin, we are calling on interacted. Well, we cannot write this function one for everyone because different objects should be destroyed. Some of them should not. So we have to tell every object, for example, BP stone, that character has interacted with it. So let's create a new event dispatcher in our BPC interactable object and call it on interacted. And call it from onInteracted function. Compile save. Now we can navigate to BP Stone, select our component here, and we have an event to bind. Well, we're gonna bind for onInteracted event. Here, engine created us an event, and what I wanna do, I want to just destroy this actor. I wanna destroy this actor. And I think that here I think that I don't have to do anything here. Well, let's check it. Here is my stone. Here I have picked it up and it has been destroyed. For branch it doesn't work because for branch I didn't called anything. Well, also I can see one issue here on our make trace. We were checking whether it was a hit, and if there was no hit, we have to get our last interaction object, convert it to validate get, and if it is valid, we should hide a widget. So we have to get component by class of type BPC interactable object and call show interaction widget with false. So I'm gonna do the same for a branch. I'm gonna open a branch, select component and create an event on interacted. And here I'm gonna just destroy an actor. That's all. Now we can interact with these objects. And for example, let's add something for some bush. For example, let me open my DP. I have such a blueberries bush and I want to be able to interact with it. So let me open it up, add a component BPC interactable object. We have to provide an extend here. So let's add a box, change its extents. These extents are almost fine, like this. Copy them and paste it here and delete this box. Now we have to tell about interaction widget location. I'm gonna select my interaction, my sphere here, and I think that it can be located somewhere here. Just copy a location and paste it here. Well, interaction name is gonna be collect blueberries. And interaction montage is gonna be another montage. am collect in front montage. Okay, let's open a new montage and we have to add the notify again. Somewhere here. I'm gonna add a notify and it's gonna be called montage notify and it's gonna be called as the previous interaction start. And I'm gonna delete an old one, notifies. And delete it. Here I have to bind an event on interacted. And what I'm gonna do here, I'm not gonna destroy this object, for example. For this object, I'm gonna change its mesh. I'm gonna get its static mesh and set static mesh. No, not like this. Set static mesh. For example, blue. How it's called now? Blueberries A. Blueberries starter. And right after that, I want to disable an interaction with this object. So we have to create a new function in our BPC interactable object and call it enable interactions with input type of boolean called enabled. We have to get a box collision here and set collision enabled and select by this enabled boolean. Select new type, and if enabled is true, then we are selecting collision enabled, and if false, we are selecting no collision. And here in my blueberries, where is it? I'm gonna get this component and call interaction enable interactions. And I'm gonna disable them because we cannot interact with blueberries that are already collected. And I have to add a delay here, for example, on 5 seconds. And I'm gonna change it back. Now 5 seconds is just for test purposes. I'm gonna set a static mesh called assemblyBlueberries A, blueberries A, and enable interactions. Well, let's test it now. So here we can see collect blueberries and text is aligned incorrectly. We'll fix it now, I think. Well, I have collected it and now I cannot interact with it. And now it's grown back and now I am able to collect it again. So the last question is about how to add something to an inventory. Well, that's a hard question because it dependent too much on your inventory system, and I don't think that we're gonna add this logic in this video. But I think I will try to describe how it should be done in my opinion. Also, let's fix an issue with text. Let's open our widget blueprint, designer, select a text, and we have to change, I think that if we will change its justification to align text to a center, everything will work fine. I hope. Yeah, now it is aligned to a center. Well, how do we have to add some objects to our inventory? Every BPC interactable object should also have some items that should be collected. In my case, I already have for BP Stone item data component that contains an ID for an item, a quantity that should be added. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get character and tell him right before destroy actor here, for example, get player character, cast it, and tell him just to add items to inventory and just pass some item. Well, how it can be done in your way depends on your inventory system and architecture. I think that's all for this video. I hope I didn't forget anything to mention. If I did, please write in comments. And thanks for watching.